So, 25 years ago today, the Chargers made history. A team that wasn't supposed to win, a team that didn't belong in the Super Bowl. They weren't that good of a team. Like, I think, what, 92 team was better than the 94 team. I remember even Junior Seau said that everybody made the Chargers felt like they didn't belong in the Super Bowl, won the AFC Championship, and went to the Super Bowl. I remember watching that game. I watched it with my younger brother, because we just moved to Hesperia at the time. This was 1985, and I just remember watching the parade and the people celebrating all up and down San Diego and San Diego County. I remember seeing people down the street celebrating. It was history. Now the Chargers been to the big game before, but that was before the merger. They've been to five. This was the first time they've been to the big game after the merger. This is when they've been to the fourth AFC Championship game, and they finally won one. And it was big news because the 49ers just won the NFC Championship as well, making it the first California Super Bowl game, even though it wasn't in California. At least I don't think it was in California. But Chargers, 49ers, Chargers made history. The fans went crazy. I was really happy for them. I wasn't a Charger fan at this time. I just watched Super Bowls. I watched the playoffs. I watched football. But I was very happy for them. It was a big thing. It was a team that wasn't good offensively. Wasn't It was good but not great defensively. And our quarterback was Humperdinck. We don't even consider him an elite for the Chargers. We talk about Dan Fouts and we talk about Philip Rivers, and that's it. But you gotta remember, Humperdinck helped take us to a Super Bowl. That's something Fouts and Rivers has never done. We have two quarterbacks that took us to championship games. And I know I should know who they are, but I don't remember the early AFL days. But I know Humperdinck. But it was a fond memory. It's crazy that we have never made that memory again. We should have. The Chargers have only been to one AFC Championship game since, and that was in 2007. And it took the Chargers 10 years after this loss to get to the playoffs. Kind of like what happened with the Raiders, but it took the Raiders 14 years. So it's kind of crazy that we never made headways. This is the move after we lost the Super Bowl that Alex Spanos gave the Chargers to Dean Spanos. And as you can see, it just wasn't a good idea to do that. I'm trying to look up the list of quarterbacks. Okay, so Jack Kemp took us to the AFL Championship 1960, 1961, and 1962. And then we had Tobin Rote, who took us to the AFL Championship, 1963, and we won it. And then we had John Haldy, who took us to the AFL Championship in 1965, and that was it. So we went through a bunch of quarterbacks, but Tobin Rote and Stan Humperdinck were the ones that took us to championship games. Won us our championships, the AFC Championship and the AFL Championship, the only two that we have. And this video is getting way longer than I wanted it to be. But all I gotta say is, it's sad that 25 years ago we have this memory of something beautiful that happened that wasn't supposed to happen. The Steelers were a heavy favorite to win. And the only reason why I bring this up now is because we got something similar coming on now with the Chiefs, who are pretty much the Steelers, and the Titans, who are pretty much the Chargers. Are we going to see history again where a team that's not supposed to go to the Super Bowl going to the Super Bowl? We won't know until Sunday. But yeah, I was just talking about the Chargers You know, the memory, the craziness the fans went when we finally went to the first Super Bowl, watching them on the news. I'm probably gonna end up looking up some stuff for that, since it's been 25 years ago. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Was just that Modog out.